Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode number 45 in the book of Revelation. I want to take you back to June the 5th, 1945, the day before D-Day. And there's a famous photograph, which I'll include here, of General Eisenhower walking amid the paratroopers of the 101st Airborne Division, the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment. And he knew that these soldiers were soon to be put in harm's way. He knew that a specific battle, D-Day, was coming the next day. And he knew some of them would be temporarily conquered, but he also knew that there was going to be ultimate conquering of the continent of Europe. In fact, he told them that full victory, nothing else, was the order of the day. So the paratroopers, they knew that they were not doing this alone, and that they were on the right team of being, good versus evil. And in a sense, it's an honor to be an enemy of Satan, which we're going to hear about today. It means that you're on the right team. So yesterday, the dragon, the serpent, the devil, Satan, all those are the same thing, was thrown down from somewhere. That is, thrown down from heaven. That's the good news. And a kingdom has come. Well, that's the good news. The bad news is that he's been defeated up there, but he was thrown down to here. So there's a few more battles to happen here. So listen in. And I heard a loud voice from heaven, this is from 12:10, saying, "Now the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of our Christ has come, for the accuser of our brother has been thrown down, who accuses them day and night before our God. They have been conquered, or they have conquered him." Now it's speaking of people. "Now they have conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony, for they loved not their lives even unto death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil has come down to you in great wrath, because he knows that his time is short." Verse 13, "And when the dragon saw that he had been thrown down to the earth, he pursued the woman who had given birth to the male child," representing Israel. "But the woman was given the two wings of the great eagle, so that she might fly from the serpent into the wilderness, to the place where she is to be nourished for a time and times and half a time. The serpent poured water like a river out of his mouth after the woman to sweep her away with a flood. But the earth came to the help of the woman, and the earth opened up its mouth and swallowed the river that the dragon had poured from his mouth. Then the dragon became furious with the woman and went off to make war on the rest of her offspring," the church, "on those who keep the commandments of God and hold the testimony of Jesus. And he stood on the sand of the sea." So first of all, a time is coming. Time is short. The good news is the kingdom has come in heaven. And it says that now the salvation and power and the kingdom of our God and authority of Christ have come. So all those prayers, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come." So the kingdom has come. That's the good news. The bad news is there's this new era of fury, but it's for a limited time. So 12:11 says that the people of God have conquered Satan by the blood of the Lamb, which is true if you have a long enough time frame. It's also true in 13:7, haven't got to this yet, that Satan is going to do some conquering himself. So if you both are 100% true, we are more than conquerors. The question is when. It's not exactly now. If you look down the road a bit, this is going to be totally true. So a light bulb is going on here with Satan. He sees that he's been thrown down and exiled forever from the heavenly access. Second light bulb, the time is short. Third light bulb, well, he couldn't destroy the Father. He couldn't destroy Jesus. He couldn't destroy Jesus' salvation work on the cross. He couldn't stop the kingdom from being established. We just heard about that. He couldn't defeat the angels. We read about that yesterday. He couldn't defeat Israel. He got Israel down to a single heartbeat in the lineage of Jesus at one point, but couldn't kill that person. So who's left? The only person that's left is the church. That's the only thing he can pursue. So he pursues the church now, and he pours this out of his mouth to try to get her with stuff that comes from his mouth. He has maybe some power over earth and systems, but not ultimate power. So that's the thing. So in his fury, he's given the ability to make war against the church. So let's talk about the Church of Jesus. Who are they? Those who keep the commandments of God, those keep, it means to cause to continue and guard and preserve and take care of the wonders that we've been given. Be really attentive to this. Fix our eyes upon this. And hold means to have a grip on your treasure. So our light bulb is, number one, Satan is real. He's mad. He's targeting. It's going to get worse. But we have stuff. So we're going to be pursued more intently and for a limited time and repeatedly by Satan. And spiritual offsprings are going to be pursued by Satan. And we're going to be attacked by stuff that comes out of his mouth. Then he's furious at us. But we're seen by the Lord. The Lord is going to provide a way of escape. He's going to provide distance when we need it. He's going to provide nourishment. And all this fury is seen by God. In a sense, it's allowed. He doesn't fall off his throne. He's got a plan. So here's the conclusions for the church. The church is in for some trouble, so let's build it strong. Let's build an army of worship, like those who marched around Jericho and sang. Let's build an army of knowledge and battle falsehood with truth. Let's build an army of love and keep the main thing the main thing. Let's treasure the precious relationship that he's extended to us by returning our efforts in holding and keeping and valuing him. So like Eisenhower walking among the troops, let's kind of do that and go amongst our church brothers and sisters, encourage, teach, admire, inspire, serve them. A big battle is coming. You know it's going to get worse for a while. So let's walk amidst them with admiration and support and know that the Lord has given us himself. And that's wonderful. But he's also given us his church, his people to go through this. So if you're going to go through this, you have two things. You have the Lord and you have his people. And may I suggest making both relationships as strong as possible. Let's put ourselves on a war footing, both with God, intimacy with God, holding on to him, but also with the people of God. And tomorrow, stick with me tomorrow, we're going to need it because Satan's going to pull out a new weapon, a beast from the sea. Thanks for listening.